Hello, this is Bright Spark, and welcome to part 9 of Rift of Shadows. Let's get right into it. Needletail, Alderpaw, and Sandstorm were all traveling home after a failure, and that's when they saw the smoke. They steered clear of that area, knowing fire could be devastating, especially since Sandstorm wasn't looking too well recently. Despite their age difference, Needletail had actually grown sort of fond of her. Alderpaw mentioned they had similar personalities, and Needletail just rolled her eyes. They rested, though the smoke was still in sight, making her stand on edge. Luckily, she found herself the courage to sleep. As soon as she drifted off, the wild spirit took a hold of her dream. Great, you again, she thought in her dream, her words surrounding them as if she was talking out loud. The spirit looked as uncanny as ever, never speaking out loud, and always staring at her with blank, bright eyes. It had wooded antlers as of ones of it like a deer. "Do not leave, Needletail," it said in its hollow voice, speaking without a mouth. She scoffed. What was the point of staying? We haven't found any evidence that SkyClan was even still alive. There is something you need to meet and bring home. She is the key to what is to come, the wild spirit finished. Do not leave yet. Find the burnt forest. Then her dream ended. After that night, Needletail convinced the others to look for this mysterious burnt forest, which they all knew where it was most likely to be. Where the smoke was. Hesitantly, they journeyed on to where they last saw the plume. It was covered in ash. Trees burned to stumps, flaky powder filled the air. It got onto their paws as they stepped through it. Sandstorm wasn't looking too good, and Needletail felt anger towards the wild spirit. Why was this key supposed to be here? Alderpaw comforted her as they left the small patch of burnt woods, but she brushed him off aside. Then Sandstorm's ears pricked. She pointed to a bush near them that still had its leaves. Hide now, something's approaching. Needletail was about to object, but she saw the crazed look in Sandstorm's eye. Something awful was approaching. She let Alderpaw drag her to the bush. They crouched to stay hidden. Sandstorm took her eyes off them. Who goes there? She yelled. 3 cats exited. The smell of smoke surrounded their pelts, and ash was plastered onto them. They were clearly rogues, wild looks in their eyes, and they looked to be in awful condition. Then the leader stepped forward, a sturdy Tom with black markings on his eyes. "The Kindu. This is our territory," he said hoarsely, though his voice remained strong. Then he flicked his tail, and his fellow rogues began to crouch. "Who are the other cats you brought with you?" he asked, looking around. "I don't know where they are, but this would be a lot better if you told me. I need to find that gray she-cat." Needletail felt her heart stop. Was he talking about her? Sandstorm growled deeper. "You'd have to go through me." Darktail flicked his tail at another gray Tom, and he stepped forward. "Finish her, Rain," he said. Needletail didn't want to remember what happened after that, but she and Alderpaw had seen their friend and Alderpaw's grandmother get killed right in front of them. The sight was horrifying. This must be Darktail, she realized. How were they ever supposed to stop them? Why hadn't she at least tried to help out Sandstorm? Alderpaw told her she wouldn't have been able to do anything. She'd likely get killed as well. But regardless, they stayed hidden. The smoke was messing with these cats' senses anyways, otherwise they'd be caught earlier. Once they left, they buried Sandstorm's body. Alderpaw put his face into Needletail's shoulder, letting out a sob. She placed her tail around him. He wasn't prepared to see this violence. She blamed herself, frankly. If she didn't listen to the wild spirit, Sandstorm would still be alive. As they left the area, something else stopped them. They heard somebody call for them, a younger sound, like an apprentice. Reluctantly, they investigated. They found a small brown Tom with ginger patches. "My parents have been watching you. Come to our camp," he said, flicking his tail. "You look like you can help her." "Help who?" Alderpaw asked. The cat turned and bounced through the bushes, and Needletail and Alderpaw followed. They stopped in a small clearing with 5 cats, 2 adults and 3 the same age as the younger cat. Once they entered, the Tom, looking identical to the young cat, nodded to them. "Stay quiet while you're here. We're just passing through." He gestured to the queen, who curled around the 3rd young cat. She was bruised badly and had cuts all over her body. She was asleep, but Alderpaw tensed. Needletail knew she was in pain. "We've been watching you. We know the ginger one can heal. My name is Sandy Nose. This is my mate Plumwillow, and our kits, Reedkit, Dewkit, and Finkit." He pointed to the brown cat who guided them here. Finkit crept up to the sleeping gray cat. "Please help her," he mewed. Needletail realized this cat must have been the gray cat Darktail was talking about. If he found her, she exchanged a glance with Alderpaw. Of course, they'd stay to help. They stayed for another day, and the young cat got a proper medicine cat attention. She was impressed with Alderpaw's determination and knowledge, but the rogues were closing in on their location. Sandino said that they were lost from their group of cats, but never expanded upon it. He was closed off. But at a certain point, they agreed that the best thing for this hurt cat would to take her back with Needletail and Alderpaw. So they left to go home. Vinkit waved goodbye to them, and Needletail wondered if they ever saw them again. Alright, that's it for today. If you stuck around this long, guess in the comments what's going to happen next and what show this is inspired from. Bye!